Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, in deck number 788, we're going back to the original set that brought us legendary creatures with Sir Shandlar of Eberyn. So Shandy here is 4 white and a green for a 4/7 human knight. That's it. The very first time that we got these legends, of course, in 94, they were, some of them, it's like there was no middle ground. They were either extremely powerful or not at all. Vanilla legends, they existed. So this one really grabbed my attention because it's a knight. Now, the last time we saw knights get any kind of tribal support, it was a red, black, white thing back in Throne of Eldraine. So, but this, I was really curious to do a green-white knight deck. So that is exactly what I did. But before we get into our knights, there's some things that a knight has to have, right? A knight has to have a squire. I think this may be the only non-knight in the deck, so he's a busy squire. But Selfless Squire is a great, great card. Just, you know, that's a big old squire. Next, a knight has to have armor. So the Stoneforge Masterwork, +1 for each other creature type, you know. Sword. It's got to have a sword, right? The Sigil Sword of Valeron. You know. Yeah, it makes it a knight. So, hey, we could give it to our squire and make him a knight. But it also makes knights. And then lastly, a card that a lot of people don't know exists because, well, a knight's got to have a lance. Yeah, enchanted creature gains first strike. I know most of our knights already have first strike. Some of them do, some of them don't. Shandy doesn't. So we'll give Shandy a lance. How's that? So, we will look at our ramp real quick. We don't need a whole lot of it because typically knights not that expensive. We have Rampant Growth, Selesnya Signet, Moss Diamond, Selesnya Cluestone. Oh, check this out. Stewart of Eberyn. It's a mana creature, and it's a knight. Oh, win on so many levels. The Selesnya Key Rune, the Selesnya Locket, the Border Post, and the Circuitous Route. Because, yeah, I'll run the gate in there so the route can actually get us something. A little bit of card draw in Rite of Flourishing and Camaraderie. But let's get into our knights, shall we? First and foremost, the first card in the deck was Knight Exemplar, just because indestructible, right? Now, this would be a great thing to copy, because, you know, they would protect each other. But that's not this deck. It's knights. If they die in glorious battle. It almost sounds Klingon. So let's look at our knights, of which there are many. We have the Knotvine Paladin, Spectral Rider, Knight of the White Orchid also doubles as some mana fetchers, right? Knight of Grace, Order of the White Shield, pump the white mana, making it big. The original knight, the White Knight, Llanowar Knight, protection. Protection's kind of a big thing. Worthy Knight. Whenever you cast a knight spell, you get a human token. We're going to be casting some knights. Steadfast Paladin. Attended Knight. There again, getting another soldier. Steel Leaf Champion. A lot of people don't realize that's a knight. It's a big old knight, too. Zalfiran Commander, because you love to make your people go, so what does flanking do again? Benelish Marshal, a knight and an Anthem. Fiendslayer Paladin, first strike, lifelink. Acclaimed Contender, Wiltleaf Cavaliers, Ladev Champion. Check this out, even the Mirror gets knighted. Double strike? What? Yeah. Gideon's Phalanx, I know it's probably not the best use of 7 mana, but getting 4 knights, it's not bad. And 2 or more instant sorcery cards in your graveyard. This card does double as an anti-board wipe. I realize it's a 7 mana anti-board wipe, but it's also a 7 mana 8 power anti-board wipe. So, Guardian of Faith. Full disclosure here. I was real close to being done with this deck, and I was going to just go ahead and wrap it up. And I saw the D&D set come out. I saw this card previewed, and I went, well, waiting it out. We have the Moorish Cavalry, because, you know, trample. Crusading Knight. I want somebody to play an Urborg. As a matter of fact, if I had an extra Urborg, I would put it in here, because you can put Urborg in non-black decks because it doesn't have a mana symbol on it. Right? But yeah, that's Basri's Lieutenant. Lieutenant. Ravens Run Dragoon. Conclave Cavalier. Now, the Lost Order of Jarkfeld is, there has been some wording change to clean that up. No, wrong one. Lost Order of Jarkfeld has toughness each equal to 1 plus the number of creatures target opponent controls. That's not the one I was... Did I already go through that? I guess I did. Riders of Gavany. Choose a creature type. Human creatures. Now, some of these are human, some of them are not. Garenbrig Paladin. And then we have Oakham Ranger. Making 2 humans on the way in, and, you know. But then we've got to find a way to, you know, really help out our knights. Collective Blessing will do it. Permanent Giant Growth to your team. Okay. Adaptive Automaton can come in, you know, he's a little robot. He's even got armor on in this picture. I mean, it's begging to be a knight, right? Marshal's Anthem, also, another guy in armor here. Vanquisher's Banner. Play a knight, draw a card. Okay. Brave the Sands. They all got Vigilant and can block 2 creatures? Okay. Join Shields, another instant speed anti-wrath. It's green, you know, I'll put in an overrun and a green creature deck. Eerie Interlude. Yes, that makes 3 anti-wraths, but mainly because we're committing. We're committing to winning with creatures, right? And then Coat of Arms. By the way, just have y'all noticed that in every single deck I do, there's one card that ties in with the deck I did before it? Anybody? Anyway, Coat of Arms. Just one of those things I started doing a while back, and I don't know if anybody's noticed. It's a coat of arms. I mean, that's what knights do. Now, granted, this is probably not the perfect art for, you know, I think there's a knight one that I probably should have used. But let's look at our removal, shall we? We do have the Disenchant and Return to Nature. Oblivion Ring and Deglamour. I love Deglamour because it shuffles away those indestructible artifacts. Celestial Purge and Soul Snare, and then Fumigate, because sometimes we gotta have that panic button, you know. And then that gets us into our non-basic lands, our sweet Evolving Wilds, Selesnya Sanctuary, Command Tower, Tranquil Expanse, Blossoming Sands, Greypelt Refuge. I know the Vec Townships isn't much. And then Field of Ruin to selectively pop some of those lands that are, you know, bothering us. But that is Sir Shandlar. He was actually kind of fun to build that one. You know, knights. Green-white knights at that. Selesnya Knights. So let's go put this Selesnya Knight deck on the wall. 788 is done. And that is what we have got for today. I do appreciate y'all watching. And right now, we're going to go ahead and shuffle and cut.